Well, welcome in or welcome back to Queen Bee Budgets. My name is Katie, and this video is going to be our budget breakdown. If you watched my last video, which had a few updates, you would have seen this new breakdown sheet that I created, and I talked a little bit more in depth in that video about how it's going to work. Just to kind of go over it, I limited myself a lot with my old spreadsheet, and I wanted something where I could add in new categories or take some out and rearrange and not have to redo a spreadsheet every single time. I laminated this so I can use Sharpie on it, but then I can easily wipe it off with alcohol or nail polish remover, and then I can just adjust whatever I want to. Let's get into it. This week we are getting our job number 1, which is our full-time job. Hour being mine. I am getting that paycheck this week. Typically it's about $1,548, but I had a lot more driving. I get reimbursed for all of the miles that I drive with this job since I work from home and I'm expected to travel. So this time around I ended up with $1,672. So this next section is how I break it down into each fund. So we will actually be doing $1,039 in bills. We'll be doing $353 in variables, and we'll be doing $280 in our sinking funds. And that is our $1,672. Bills, you won't see me pulling out money to stuff into bills envelopes just because every single one of our bills and our subscriptions comes out through card. It doesn't take cash, and the nearest bank from my bank that I actually use is over an hour and a half away because we live in a very small rural town in northern Lower Michigan, and it's too much to take money out and to put it back into our bills account. So I have 2 separate checking accounts. One is where all of the direct deposits go so that, you know, they have one central location. And then I'm able to send the bills money into the bills checking account, which is specifically only for bill stuff. I do pay into that slightly more than I need to cover the bills that we have, just to cover my butt in case something happens. But also I want to build that up so that by the end of this year, we're able to pay a month ahead on as many bills as we possibly can. We'll go on to our variable expenses now. These are expenses that come out of our wallet every single week: gas, groceries, spending, all that kind of stuff. So typically this is the breakdown that I use for that. Sometimes I need more money in things, sometimes less. So this time around, gas is gonna stay the same. So $60 for me and $60 for my husband. We're doing $100 for groceries. I'm pretty sure actually I'm doing everything the same as I normally do, except entertainment is going to get $25. If you know me and have watched my other videos, this is the first time I'm actually putting something into entertainment because we have some stuff we would like to do this weekend. We want to go putt-putting. We want to go see a movie at our little local movie theater. So I need a tiny bit of extra money for that. Fast food is getting $20. And then our spending we're each getting $25. Now, my husband's spending, you won't see me pulling cash for that. He prefers to use his card. That way, if he wants to order anything out of Amazon or whatever, it's a little easier for him. So we don't set money aside for him for that. In the unstuffed category, I'll do that the day of my cash stuffing. So that is any money I pull out of those separate envelopes that was left over from the week before. And that money is going to get set aside. And at the beginning of each month, I'm going to do savings challenge stuffing, and specifically only for savings challenges. And that money will go towards that. So that section we're going to leave alone for right now. Now we're going to go on to our high priority sinking funds. So I wanted to add my goals on here. That way when we get done with the cash stuffing, we can look at the balance versus the goal and see how close we're getting. Rather than flipping each individual envelope to look over that, I thought it was kind of nice to have it all on one sheet. As far as stuffing goes, vacation, we have 36. Weekend trip, we have 55. These two you will see are going to be stuffed the most. We're going on a weekend trip in just a couple of weeks to go visit my siblings, so we definitely need to bulk that up. And vacation, we're doing next month. I have 3 jobs right now. My 3rd summer job is specifically for vacation. So as money comes in from that, it will be going into our vacation fund, because I started all 3 of my jobs within this last month, and transitioning between jobs makes it tricky sometimes, especially when you don't have paid time off. So those 2 are going to be my number 1 priorities until after vacation next month. Car tag is getting $14. Car maintenance is going to get $11. And then all 3 of these, date night is getting $13. Dining out is getting $13. Family fun is getting $13. Bug control is getting $11. Credit card is getting $11. I'll talk about that in a second. And we're skipping beauty and hair this week. I created a new envelope. I made 3 new envelopes. 1 ended up in each binder, so it kind of worked out well. I wanted to make a credit card one because we pay our credit card bill through our bills account, and that's fine. I'm going to keep doing that. But I wanted to make a separate credit card category. That way we can build that money up, and then that can be an additional payment on the credit card to try to get that paid off. So now we have our credit card in there, and once we build it up to about $250, I'll go ahead and do an extra payment. Now we're going to switch over to our low priorities. So medical is getting $8. Emergency is getting $8, and Costco is getting $8. We are skipping office and pet supplies. Aunt Flo, so this is my new one, that's getting $6. This is my new one for this section. Ladies, you know how it gets to be when it's that time of the month and you just have cravings. So I want to start a small envelope for that. I'm only ever going to fill it to about $50. I just want something where I have a little bit of money to use for that. Any medications I might need to help with these darn cramps. And tampons are expensive. So I'm not starting the whole debate, tampons versus pads. They are just what works for me. I go swimming all the time, so that's what I need. But point being, they're expensive. So I want to make sure I start putting money aside for that coming up next month. And then we're skipping all of these except for allowance for the little one. She is getting $4. It doesn't seem like a lot, but she's only 6 years old. So any money, honestly, to her is a lot. And when we go on vacation next month, we're going to an arts and crafts show, and I know she's going to want to buy some things. So I have to try to convince her to save her allowance money for that trip, which I think I should be able to do pretty easily. But we're going to add $4 into that account. So lastly, we have our holidays. Monthly savings is getting $20. Birthdays is getting $11. My husband's birthday is coming up in November. And then his daughter's birthday, my stepdaughter, the little one, her birthday is the day after Christmas. For any of you who have Christmas babies, you know it is so hard because we really try to separate between birthday and Christmas. That way she doesn't think we're just putting it all into one thing, and it's a lot. But anyway, so their birthdays are pretty close together, so I want to start getting money set aside for that. We're not doing anything for anniversary or Valentine's this time around. We're going to put $11 into summer because summer is here, people. Michigan, we skipped spring. Spring does not exist. It is summer, and I hate it. My favorite seasons are spring and fall, and I'm not ready for this hot yet. No, it's just, no, not ready. Family barbecue, we're skipping. Halloween is getting 8. Thanksgiving is getting 8 as well. Christmas is getting 11. And then the envelope that I added to this one, we aren't stuffing, but it's New Year's Eve. My husband and I have always wanted to go do stuff for New Year's Eve, or if we have the little one, we've always wanted to do stuff at home and get, you know, noisemakers and all that kind of stuff. but we never really set the money aside to do it. So I wanted to add that one in here. But that is it for this budget breakdown, you guys. I will be posting my cash stuffing video tomorrow. I hope you'll be around to check it out. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends, and I look forward to seeing you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.